Low impact news event NAHB Housing Market Index.
Alrighty then, mic check, mic check. Let me know if you guys can hear me all right. All right, we are like 30 seconds from, well, 10 a.m. I'm assuming we have news. Oh, man. Let's see what we got going on here. I'm going to move news. We had a ton of news I saw. Yeah, we got 10 a.m. news coming. We got 10:30 news. We got 11 a.m. news. So we have had what I would say are some trickier days the last few days, and I anticipated yesterday that today would be a candy day. Wish I would have gotten in here earlier. Look at these beautiful enigmas. Just bam, two in a row, back-to-backs over there. And I caught this double delta reversal here moments ago. And wish I would have held it a little bit longer. But I was trying to get the stream ready to go here. I want to see, and just every enigma, winner, winner, winner. Holy cow, how many in a row? Another, okay, finally. Okay, so there's a loser right there. So let's count the winners in a row on enigma here this morning. Remember, cadence-wise, we expect some easy breezy stuff. Let's come up here real quick first, top left. So we got some pretty neat pushes up here. That of course is overnight.
Double delta.
That's a winner. That's a winner. Now we got one calling the high up here, 3.1. So yeah, let's go. It's gonna be a fun day, I think. Down on the bottom left again. Let's see. So let's count them. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Currently 7 winners in a row on Enigma here this morning. How's everybody doing? It is Thursday. Don't forget, Red Star news events occur on Thursdays, almost every Thursday, 8:30 a.m. That's a level 22, so I'm obviously going to take a shot at that. And there we go, straight to target, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Trade number 2 there for me, and I'm up 18.20 on the morning. That was, I don't know, seconds of trading. We've been on the live stream for 2 minutes, and we're up 18.20. I don't even have the chat popped up yet. Let me pull the pop-up chat here. Did I not tell you yesterday that today would be a candy day? I think I did. Now, that's just experience talking, first of all. It's not the ALGOBOX system, but I can tell you from experience, been in the markets for a very long time, that hard days are followed by easy days are followed by hard days, particularly when they are in a row, which is where I will speak to cadence here today. I want to talk to you guys about it. I've had some people come and send me some private messages and got a lot of conversations lately. And some of them, when people are,
double delta EM on the 1.
if you ever catch yourself in a stint of fear,
double delta EM on the 4.
I have first of all, I have a playlist of a video series called the fear playlist, or the no fear playlist. Eddie or Curtis, can you guys find the overcome? That's what it was. Overcoming Fear. That's what I called it. Overcoming Fear video series. And there are particularly, I think, 2 videos in there specifically around that. But then the other videos are related for like strategies to kind of trick your way through situations with overcoming fear. Yeah, the Overcoming Fear series. So, first of all, before we go any further, make sure you smash that like button here for me. We're still to the short side here, but that looks, man, we're getting steady eddies coming in here on the ready ups. It's 1, 2, 3. Got the 23 push down. Now we're getting a couple more up top. we are in a tidal zone. Let me mark this one up top on the 4s. That's a tidal zone. Sorry, Titanic zone. So, overcoming fear. There are some tricks like cadence. Cadence is in my opinion, a very easy trick for yourself. And fear can come from many things. Let's talk about one where you're fearful of maybe a small account. For instance, you're like, well, it's I hear these sad stories sometimes. And by the way, I'm not giving personal advice. Okay, I'm not giving trading advice. Make sure you understand that trading is risky. But if you're coming over here asking my opinion, I'm simply giving you my opinion. If it was a younger version of myself, what do I tell myself? That's what you guys are asking me. What do I tell my younger version of myself? You can never predict an upcoming Black Swan event. First, let's start with that first phrasing. And before we get into talking about the Black Swan event, we need to make sure everybody understands what a Black Swan event is. Okay, it looks like a trap.
Enigma short on the E1.
And I'll go ahead and, I'm just going to keep taking Enigmas till they finally fail. Going to give me a moonshot here.
Speed of YM51. Fib.
And targets filled again. Are these coming out too easy? Another 20 ticks to put into the bag. All right. 3 trades in, 2,700 on the morning, and this is on the Dow. And what are we at? 7 minutes of live stream. All right. 2,700 on just playing some Enigmas while I'm talking to you guys about just random, I don't say random stuff. I've got a few things I want to talk to you guys about. Make sure you smash that like button. We got 70 plus people here. We need to get to 50 likes. If we get to 50 likes, I'll go through the whole thing with you guys. I think you want that. Make sure you smash that like button real quick for me. Was that 23,271 per hour? Not too shabby. Give me a minute here to pop the text on the chat here so I can interact with you guys a little easier. So there we go. So there's my 3 trades here. It really should have been winner, winner, chicken dinner plus a bonus. So we'll flip that one back. If you guys want to use this trade tracker, just head to algoboxpro.com/trade-tracker.
Double delta EM on the 1.
Okay, so that this might be setting a record. We're at 9 Enigma winners back to back to back without a loss. 9. Last one that I recall was on RTY and we had 8. So we've just set a new record today, and not surprising. Like I said, days have been difficult back to backs.
DCDM on the 1.
I had a red day on, was that Monday or Tuesday when the crazy trolls were coming in like nuts? Was that Monday or Tuesday? And
double delta EM.
Yeah, reaching for the 5-figure day yesterday. Still couldn't pull it out. So ended up around 4K yesterday. Market was a creeper crawler. I think high water mark was 5,600 yesterday. Okay, that double cross. Got potential here. Well, okay. If I've got to read the market a little bit more, I need to. I'll have to concentrate on that. So let's finish up our conversation here. So first, let's understand what a Black Swan event is. Let me Google it so I give you exact definitions. A Black Swan event is a rare,
speed of YM86,
unpredictable, and unexpected event that has a significant impact, now it says, on society. But related to trading, let's talk about how that relates to trading, at least the way that I think through it. A Black Swan event in trading, when you are trying to particularly trade for a living. Now, if you're just trading for fun or just trading for a little, side hustle, whatever, it's one thing. But
lower bands touching,
if you're like me when I was younger and I was sitting there trying to go, okay, well, if I want to do this for a living, and at that time not having a lot of experience, like right now, you're talking to the version of Vinny who's got decades of experience now, and so there's some things I can feel a little bit better, right? If you've watched my live streams, you guys have probably seen me, call out, crazy, I won't say crazy, but situations where it's like, oh, well, the system didn't necessarily tell me that was going to happen, but Vinny knew whatever, X, Y, and Z, right? This one right here, this one's pretty easy because we, looks like a trap. We come into the bottom of the title zone there, ready up comes in, yanks it back up. Now this is a system telling you that could happen. But there are some where it's like, okay, that just looks like a trap.
Double delta EAM on the one.
Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 legs down. Of course, and again, I teach that, right? I teach a 4LDT.
Enigma short on
so I try to teach you guys everything, but there are some things, I don't know, I can't think of a specific example right now, where it's experience points. Experience told me X, Y, or Z was going to occur, and because of the way that I was reading through, like, I don't know, a bunch of crosses, that's another good one. A bunch of crosses at the top right, underneath a high of day. Don't know that I've actually taught that, but I've been in the live stream and I've talked about it where I've seen this where, why I know why I learned it? I learned it the hard way. Because I'm like, oh, we're going to get to high of day, we're going to get that, we're so close, it's going to get, and then, so everybody's lining up like right underneath it, all of a sudden it uses all of those orders and then just it never gets to it, and never then you're blown out here. So those are experience points things. But what about stuff like, oh, here's a beautiful trade I just missed down on the bottom left. Super Enigma, so powered up with a double ready up here, and let's see if it's going to let me snag in on some of that. Give me a third. Or is this going to be the first loser? Let's see. Okay, I'll go in on a cross here. It didn't go all the way 20 ticks.
DCDM EAM on the one.
Double cross. Oh, cracking PRZs. Nope, I'll kill it. All right, taking a loser there. I'll wait and see if we get a re-entry there. Anyhow, so before I was so rudely interrupted by a Super Enigma here that I still want to see if we have another quick shot at here. Just give me a moment.
Enigma short on the EAM one.
And targets filled again. So, okay, I wouldn't necessarily call that one a loser. We literally come right up to it, get another one in here. So, and is that going to go all the way to hits as well? Okay, so 10 and 11. 11 Enigmas in a row here. Holy shnikes. Enigmas on a roll. Easy breezy. You gotta be, that's pretty exciting. Okay, so now back to where we were before I was so rudely interrupted, talking about a Black Swan event. So a Black Swan event with our trading situation is to, while we've had, yes, very easy 11 in a row now, Enigmas. I'll give an example. I'm going to give examples of Enigma specifically, okay? And now here, let's make sure we understand this over here. Everybody type moonshot in the chat so we know that you guys know. That was a moonshot, okay? This is called what? A super Enigma.
Double delta EM on the 1.
Got it ready up with it, right? And this one is a confluence Enigma because it's got a crab PRZ with it. So these are all combos. These are great.
Double delta EM on the 1.
And particularly with a PRZ, right? So two separate things. It's not specifically
Speed of YM59.
a setup itself, just there's multiple things, right? And one of my things that I teach myself in our chats that you'll see is trade nothing alone, right? Little Vinny, you're young, trade nothing alone. Unless it's an Enigma, you know what I'm saying? But however, even with Enigma, I want to trade it with cadence. And I want you guys to drill the word cadence into your mind, because if you need to overcome fear, you need to make what you fear is this. This is the type of stuff that blows out an account. A Black Swan event. A rare, unpredictable, unexpected event that has significant impact on, instead of society, replace society with your trading account. All right?
Double delta EM.
Everybody type the word Black Swan in the chat here for a minute. Make sure you guys drill that to your head today. Know what the Black Swan is. So in our case, what is a Black Swan event? Now a lot of people think, oh, it's, you know, some news impacting event. Well, it can be. But there can be situations in the market. Yesterday might be a situation where this could occur. Yesterday was a grind day, a rare situation. Rare, remember, one, rare and unpredictable. There's no way for us to predict that yesterday was going to be literally a grinder up all day, was it not? I looked at the, we'll look back at the chart if you guys want to see it, but yesterday it was, let's say that this dot represents 930. This is the open, put a big O here. The market just went like this all day in the slowest way possible. Now, that means on a daily bar, the daily bar literally just looked like a big, gigantic green bar from yesterday. Okay? If you're talking about the daily bar. And that's what it did. It just go up and up and up and up forever. So anybody trying to, you know, take any kind of normal traps to the short side, we're going to get wrecked. So if somebody's a normal player trying to play not our strategies, but if you were just like a, you know, trying to play against a move, or you want to be a reverse to the mean reversion, mean reversion strategy player, just whatever, you're getting off sides every time you're pressing the red button and just getting wrecked over and over again. Okay, so that can be a Black Swan event or an account, depending on the account size, etc. You know, there's things that go into that. The day before might have been just fine, and all of a sudden this occurs. Okay, and then this is your big, ends up being a big red blowout day for you. Okay, what I'm talking about here, this is not ALGOBOX, okay? Because I mean, I did quite fine yesterday, and you know, our red day on Monday, I still think was more related to me dealing with trolls in the chat and being distracted than anything. And it wasn't, I mean, it didn't end up being a big red day, but I did not come back from, I still closed out the day minus 250. I don't know what the low of day was. I think it was between 6,000 and 7,000 in the red, and came back, but I still, at the very end of day, market was not fast enough on the Dow or whatever. I didn't size appropriately, whatever it may be. I missed getting back to break even by about $250 minus commissions. But in a Black Swan event, I talk about it as being multiple back-to-back losers. So if you're an Enigma player, let's talk about Enigma, because there's a lot of you guys using Enigma. I mean, I do it all the time. Absolutely love it. Very strong strategy. Internals of it, I call it the Enigma because we're not going to tell you what all's in there. It is juicy and it is amazing. And all I can say is hashtag RTOFA. Okay. That is a large component, but we also have everything combined that I've ever wanted to put into a trade in it. I don't say it everything, but a lot. I mean, we could add a couple more things, but the Enigma is a beast, a boss. Okay, so, but even Enigmas will fail sometimes. Yes. What is a Black Swan event with Enigmas? What would a Black Swan situation look like with Enigma? Well, to know that, you would need to work with it for a while to know, or you have to trust someone who has worked with it for a while. And what I've said before is in the mornings, it's rare to see 3 losers in a row, like very rare. But you might see 1 or 2 losers in a row on an Enigma in the mornings. So the way that I look at that is going, okay, so after 1 or 2 Enigmas, I probably, from a cadence perspective, I want to start taking those trades. But a Black Swan event would be something maybe out of the ordinary. Like, okay, so if I know that, 2 or 3, that can happen. No problem. But on a rare occasion, you have 4. Like, that's very rare. I have rarely seen 4 losers in a row on Enigma. Now, we're talking about normal intraday sessions. So in case we know, like, well, what about the overnight on this day? Okay, I'm not talking about the weird sessions or on a holiday or some weird thing like that. I'm talking about when normal market conditions exist. But what's normal, right? How do you define normal? Well, first of all, I define normal with a speedometer, which weird. Why don't I have? Why do I not have text here? Is it because it's at 30? It's like on the cusp. Oh no, I have a greater than or equal to issue in my code. I know it's set at 30, and so it's actually on 30, so it's saying nothing. I think I've got the text to go, if it's greater than this, then do this. If it's less than that, I need to change it to a greater than or equal to, because there should be text right here. Yeah, there it is. Now it says it's too slow because it just went under. Okay, so I just found a bug here right in the middle of live streaming here. So I've got a greater than or equal to simple evaluator bug. I just noticed right there. So fun. All right, distracted by things. How's everybody doing? Everybody hanging in there? You guys bored to death of my chat so far here? Good. Just kidding, just kidding. I wish it could be more fun. I'm tired. I need another swig of coffee here. Give me.
Lower bands touch him on the 38.
Okay. So what would be unpredictable? Well, if 2 or 3 is normal, and I wouldn't say rare, doesn't happen too often, but I wouldn't call it rare. I'd call it the normal cadence would be, okay, you might have 1 or 2 in the morning, and then you'll have a winner type of thing.
Double delta.
Well, if all of a sudden you're expecting that, so a cadence of 3, but all of a sudden it goes 4 or 5, so I consider this a Black Swan event. Does everybody make sense? Understand that? Now, I want to find the absolute worst case scenario. So what I look for in a backtest situation is during a window of time, because I don't want to do it, indefinitely, but during a normal, definitive, defined time frame that I would be trading in normally, I go, okay, between 8 and 11, what is the maximum number of Enigmas that have lost in a row? Find that. So find the worst case scenario. Well, the easiest way to do that is use NinjaTrader, run it in backtest on full auto, and find an event like that and go, what's the absolute worst case scenario? And let's find out that your absolute worst case scenario was 8 losers in a row. In some situation, it was 8 back to back to back to back. Black Swan, a Black Swan events. You don't know what was going on that morning. Maybe it was a news event. Maybe it was, I don't know what. Maybe it was just the market cadence for whatever reason. Just markets just, who even knows? Like the market, in a case scenario like that, market would have to kind of just be flat at an angle, particularly. Maybe, I don't know. Even that, we should have some, you know, if you're trading both directions, that you would have some winners. So basically, this is extremely, extremely rare. But let's say that you found that and you're like, okay, it's 8. Well, if you find that your account can't live through 8 losses in a row, you have to avoid this. Mentally, I need to think, I want to avoid that. Here's my simple way. Talking to Vinny, younger Vinny. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not giving you trading advice. But if I have a situation where I cannot afford this, I cannot have this happen, then I have to play as though this could happen at any moment. And how many could I handle in a row? Okay, well, let's say that I could handle 5 losses in a row. If I, like, my worst case scenario, if I had 5 L's in a row, I'm like, okay, I can live through that and I can keep playing. I have enough in my account after 5 losers in a row. If I've, and I need to calculate that. You'll have to spend some time. Okay, this is brain work, and everybody's account size is different. Risk management, risk tolerance, and your family situation, your life, all that is different for you. But if I can handle 5, but I know that the Black Swan is 8, and I cannot have that, how do I get from 8 to 5? This is a, you know, relatively simple to think through. Well, then I have the difference of 3. So in trading, how can I do something about that? Okay, well, 3 is your number. If you are in a fear factor situation, not confident in your own trading, not confident in being able to predict or read or whatever, and you just need to go pure statistical numbers, then I say, well, then I got to let 3 go by. As simple as that. Because if I know that there's a situation where I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that this could occur, and I can handle this, well, then I just need to take away this. So I would wait for a 3 cadence. If I'm in a spot where I've got just, I don't know, I'm frozen in fear, I'm afraid to press the buttons, I'm whatever. I've heard of all kinds of situations, and you know, if I can remember far enough back, of course, I've had 4 kids and since then, and elderly parents I'm dealing with right now, so I can't remember all the way back. But I know somewhere in there, I'm sure I had gone through a spell of, man, like, I just can't get, of course, this is pre-ALGOBOX. We're talking about, like, before I ever built all this stuff out. I would think, me personally, if I've got ALGOBOX in hand, and I think anybody else either, I think ALGOBOX makes the markets way easy to read. Way easier to read than sitting there trying to play in minute bars. Then again, that's just me. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree?
2-finger aim on the
You agree, type a 1. You don't, type a 2. But let's say pre-ALGOBOX, and I'm in this spot, but somebody handed me this. I'd go, okay, well, then I just let 3 go by, and then I start my trading here. Vinny E-Mini. This is what I'm telling Vinny E-Mini to do. I'm not telling you to do that, but little Vinny, let 3 go by. Over here, maybe run these in sim. And then right here, I go live. Now, I'm not planning on, you know, again, this is a rare situation, so I'm not planning on losing 5 in a row. But if the very first time I start pressing the buttons, this situation were to occur, I can't be game over here. So simply wait for a 3 cadence, and then take your trades, and then start over, right? And then do it again. Wait for a 3 cadence. Wait for
90.
Okay, till you start getting the confidence, and then maybe you want to take a little more risk, and maybe later on, after you start to build up your account, maybe you do a 2 cadence. See? But then what if you also start to combine things, right? So then, you know, there's a lot of ways, and so I like to combine efficiencies and combine powers into confluence, and that's why we're able to do what we do out here. Another thing I want to talk about is the same advice that gamers give each other. People think that practice makes perfect. That is inaccurate. Perfect practice makes perfect. So how do you know if you're practicing well? If you're like, well, Vinny, I've been practicing. I've been trading. Okay, have you been doing it well? You cannot afford not to own. I would have to agree. Someone says, no problem, still building my small account. I mean, that could be the problem. But how many contracts does it take to make enough money? See, that depends on you too. But what's the problem? Let's dig into that. When you say small account, it's because you need to pick a number. So for me, when I started this out, you see my $500 paper over here? So my number was 500. Pick your number. Everybody type your number in the chat. Let's play this. Let's have this exercise. How much do you need to make per day? You personally. What's your personal goal? I had somebody earlier in my DMs say, I need to make 300 a day.
YM55.
Okay. What's your number? Type it there in the chat. Let's go through this exercise. Talking to Vinny E-Mini, not you. Whoever's listening to me while I'm having a chat with myself. With a younger version of myself. Vinny, what do you need? What's your number? So while you guys are typing that, come on, I want to see a bunch of numbers. I see a few people participating. Everybody participate. Let's get a bunch. Excellent.
Double delta EM on the 1.
So this is debatable whether you say this one failed or not. It literally missed the 20 ticker by a tick. So you tell me whether you call that a winner or a loser. I call that a winner. Double cross, double move, perfection, gold line reversal with a cross, drop down, double ready up inside of a shark back play, back up, ready up, turn. I mean, today's candy day. Y'all see this? And I'm going to talk about cadence, not just playing intraday. Cadence also plays day by day. Daily bars also apply. So if you struggled a couple days in a row, most people will tuck tail and they're like, oh, I guess I'm just not cut out for it. You cut out right when things get good. So here's another way to play cadence. You want to make sure that you're coming in on hot days like this. Then what do you got to wait for? You got to go sim on some tough days. Then when all of a sudden a couple of tough days went by in sim, you're like, oh man, yesterday was hard, day before was hard. Oh, and you're like, oh, you're starting to doubt your skills or doubt yourself. And then all of a sudden this day shows up. So let a 2 cadence go by again on the daily. All right, everybody type daily cadence in the chat. Tie this into your brain. It's not just in between. There's a daily cadence as well. Couple of hard days in a row. Okay, well, how often do you have 3 hard days in a row? Very rare to have 3 hard days in a row. It's just as the way that I think because of the way that weeks break up. Okay. So pick your number. Now, let's come back to Dwelp. You're still here, right? All right. So Douglas, help me out. Answer some more of the question. You said that it was your small account. Was it? Now remember, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Vinny. Vinny. I can't give personal advice, and I'm not. But Douglas, help me out. You help me out. Pretend you're me. And now tell me, I just said that, well, small account is the problem. Is it? Douglas, help me out again. Tell me, what was my number, aka your number? What did you say? About 500, 600? Okay, 500, 600. Okay, so you're right here in my $500 sheet. So your $500 sheet needs to be right here. So 500 or 600 a day. Okay. Well, now pick your targets for your trades. Do you like sniper shooting? Do you like to wait for some higher time frame craziness, or you want to lay everything down on the ones? Vinny, pick out your strategy. Let's say that I'm doing cadence and I want 10 and 15 ticks. Maybe not even trying to get 20, because out of even on a situation like this one, could I have gotten 10 and 15 out of it? Yes. Okay, so let's say that I've used a small. How many contracts do I need to, and let's say in just 2 trades. Remember, winner, winner, chicken dinner. I've got to, within 2 trades, write this down. I think people miss this. What I teach for me. How you do it, up to you. You guys are listening here asking, what does Vinny do? You just want to know what I do. So what does winner, winner, chicken dinner mean to me? That within 2 wins,
lower bands touch him on the 38.
Within 2 trades, I need to be able to make my daily need. Now, if that's not happening, you're getting winner, winner, and you're at $50 on the day. What does that tell you? Okay, so I'm talking about the problems, because what you said a minute ago, Vinny, was that you believe currently that the problem is your small account. Okay. Well, I believe that the futures contracts solve that problem. Let's make sure everybody knows something. What is the notional value of one contract? Well, for ES,
Speed of YM53.
it's about $225,000. Does everybody know that? Somebody go and Google that for me and tell me what the current value is, because it fluctuates. So I should put an INYE in front of that. Approximately. Okay, approximately 225, maybe $250,000. Do you know that? That one contract controls that amount of money? You're like, whoa, seriously? Yeah. So now how do you control that level? It's leverage. That's the thing about E-minis. So you don't need much to make much, in my opinion. And of course, much is relative, right? I mean, these numbers are nothing to Bill Gates or Kill Gates. Sorry, Kill Gates and Hillary Clinton. But hopefully, young Vinny, you're trying to make a living. You want to use leverage, but what did Warren Buffett infamously say? He said that risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. It doesn't come from the size of your account. Because if you know what you're doing and you have something that's working, millionaires and billionaires make what they make off of leverage. Then they go full bore once they know they've got a plan.
Enigma long on the E1.
They take out different type of chat there, but so the notional value of one contract, it's a lot. So now when that moves just a little bit, you can make money off of that. That's the whole thing, because you're wondering, well, how is it that, Vinny, you're talking about making thousands of percentage? Like, oh, well, you can't make thousands of percent, Vinny, because Warren Buffett doesn't it. Yeah, well, it's actually relative to this.
DCDME on the.
So right now I made $2,000 today. So what percentage is 2,000 of 225,000? I know we don't, you know, everybody has to be a math scholar here, but if I made $2,500 today, or let's just say $2,250, a lot of people would be happy with that. Okay, and let's say that I made it on, I don't know, let's see, I think I had 10 contracts there today. So I made it on 10 contracts times 5. I needed, is that right? Only $5,000? Yes. On NQ it wouldn't be, but I'm trading in the Dow. So yes, I only need $5,000. So on $5,000, I made $2,250. Well, that's like, you're like, Vinny, you're telling me that you just made 50% today? You made 50% in a day? That's impossible. Warren Buffett makes 12% a year. It's impossible. Yes, there's this thing called leverage. But that's because you're thinking of what was in my account. But in my account, I made $2,250 on 10 contracts, and 10 contracts is $50K in a discount broker. So that's where you're going, this 50% thing, which is really inaccurate. Why? Because of notional value. This is what I'm trying to make sure people know, because a lot of people don't know this. But it's because of the notional value. So it's actually not 2,250 off of 5K. It's actually 10 times this. Add another 0. Huh? Did I lose you now? Did everybody just get lost? We just moved the commas and now we're like, oh, what just happened? Off of $2,250,000, I made $2,250. Do you guys understand that? Type a 1 in the chat if you do, 2 if you don't. If I have completely lost you right now, because what I'm saying is 10 contracts, because if I said that one contract, the notional value is $225,000, on 10 contracts, I'm actually trading $2,250,000. No one's ever showed you this or ever taught you this, because that's not how this industry works. They got idiots like ICT. Guys, trust me, bro. I'm the best. I got a white Corvette. I bought a white Corvette that you guys bought for me. I lived in an apartment before that. And then I summoned the demon to give me magical powers to speak spells over you. And now idiots all around the world believe me. Okay, but besides those idiots that don't teach you any of this crap, how it really works. Okay. Off of 2 million. So what percentage did I really make today? I made like 0.01% or something stupid like that. Okay, not even 1% of that. Get it? Maybe 0.1%. So today, so yes, kind of I am still kind of the same thing as Warren Buffett. Yeah, I snagged a bag. Ooh, did that get a little bit too deep? Anyhow, roll back the tape, play it again if you don't understand it, or ask your mom. Okay. Anyhow, so notional value of one contract. Not necessarily important to know. The reason I say this is I'm actually arguing with Vinny, who is playing under the account of Douglas today. So Vinny has a fake Douglas Whelp account over here, and Vinny has responded and said that it's because my account's too small. Really? When your account, if you have one contract, you're moving $225,000. Do you understand what I just said? So you're saying that $225,000 is not enough for you to make money with. Interesting. Now, I also don't think that you should be trading with one contract. I think you should be trading, what do I say? I think the minimum, personally, if I want to make the numbers that I want to make, and I want to make $500 plus a day, that is a lot of money. To most people, like relative to jobs in general, around the world, pretty good. You're like, well, I want to make 1K a day with my one contract. Are we having any light bulb moments yet? Vinny, my point to you is that you do not have too small of an account. If you think you have a small account, you need to wake up. Love you, bro, but you're stupid. one contract. If you have enough for one contract, you are literally trading with $225,000. And you don't think, like, if somebody gave you $225,000 to go and trade and invest with, that that's not a lot of money that you to work with. You just now have to treat it like you're working with this amount, because most of you guys are still playing around like you're trading with a $1,000 or $500 account. What? Yeah. Treat it with some respect. You have a sizable amount of money, what I call AUM, and other people, I made this up. Assets under management is what that stands for you finance nerds. So your AUM for one contract is $225,000. Now start to multiply that. You got a $5,000 account, you're doing $2,250,000. You're telling me that you can't make money with $2 million? You can't? Come on. You see where I'm going with this? I hope you do. Your account size is not the problem. Your practice is the problem. Are you ready to get right down to it? Are you ready? It's called PEBCAC. What's PEBCAC? The problem exists between the keyboard and the chair. Well, what's between the keyboard and the chair? Okay. What is preventing you from playing it's a video game? Now, do you understand? Like, if you do not understand, and not even a good one. On your screen, it's no more than Frogger. Those of you might be too young to know what this is. You know what Frogger is? Frogger. Go look up that game. Just go watch a video on it and understand. You're just trying to cross from one side of the screen to the other without getting run over. Don't get splatted right here. Don't blow your account. That's the whole point. Don't get hit by a freaking log. Frogger is you take a little frog and you're trying to hop it across the screen while trucks are driving by on a street. They got a street thing, they got a water area. Don't jump on an alligator, make sure you're jumping on a log. All these different little things to try to hop your frog to get to the other side without getting splatted. That's the whole goal of the game, is to not get splatted. Okay? That's what you're playing here. Did you know that the more you play Frogger, the better you get at it? See, we can boil this down to childlike things. The more you play that game, the better you get at it. You're solving problems. Now, if you're trying to do it on your own, it's probably going to take you a while. But let's say that you had I don't know, there's some trick to playing Frogger. But let's say that you're a kid and you're needing to learn for the first time. Daddy's got to be like, okay, hold the controller like this. Because you've been holding the controller, I don't know, you're putting it on your left knee and holding it off to the left or something. And Daddy's like, listen, put it here on a table. Strap it to the table. Use little suction cups on the bottom of the little controller that you used to have back in the day. Take it right here. Hold your hands like this. Hold the square like this. Put your thumb right here. Use this finger to hold over this. Okay, now try. Oh, wow. This is so much easier, Daddy. Thank you so much. Cool. Now, let me slow down the game. Let's say that you're on a level 10. Now let me slow it down for you. And I put it down to like a level 1. You're getting paid for level 10. That's what I think ALGOBOX is. Like when baseball players, they talk about when the ball's coming at you at 100 miles an hour, but some days your brain is just clicking, you're just feeling it, and they say it's like hitting a watermelon. Can't miss it. We have watermeloned the Frogger video game that we call day trading, particularly in futures. Understand? But you still need to practice this. Just because I slow it down and I make it very, very, in my opinion, easy. Up to you whether you think so or not. The first time you play Frogger, it wasn't easy, was it? You got splatted probably on step 1, okay? The more you hop on Frogger, all of a sudden you're getting all the way across every single time on the ones. Am I right?
Double delta aim on the 1.
How many of you guys played Super Mario Brothers? So I have to really get it, you know, play something that everybody's played. Super Mario, maybe? Super Mario. Level 1, everybody passes level 1 eventually. But right, the very first time you played Super Mario, let's admit it, you failed on the first time you tried to play Super Mario, right? You had to keep doing it. You can't just go read the book on Mario Brothers. Did y'all know that? Like, well, I watched the video trainings, Vinny, and I don't know why I'm not making... Did you play the level? Well, as much as I could, you know, I'm busy doing X, Y, and Z. Yeah. Okay, so you didn't make time to do it. You didn't you don't have any time whatsoever, whatever. None, zero. I mean, well, I got to take time to shave your head. I mean, I will get crazy with my solutions, folks. Shave your head, grow your hair out. Stop taking time in the mornings to get yourself prepped and primped. Get in and spend time playing the game. That's how video gamers get good. They are obsessed. They sit at their game stations for hours. You want to be a good gamer? Then sit at your desk and play the dang game. Play Frogger. In our case, play the markets. We happen to have a cheat code called ALGOBOX. Use it. Get good at it. Play it. No, you will not get good vicariously. Except, I'm going to show you guys the one exception. Are you ready? If you stayed this long, you are a winner. Let me show you, because I am now going to give you the cheat. The cheat of cheats. We'll call it the ultimate cheat.
Double delta eam on the 1.
You ready? What? Yeah. Before you trade this is what a lot of people do. They come in here and they just trade themselves. Oh, okay, I got it. Oh, I got it. No, you don't. Why, at the end of learning all the strategies, do I tell you to now go through my small account challenge? Because gamers know this. Gamers already know. Gamers already know this. You go talk to any old school, I mean, real gamers. When gamers used to, like, it was a deal when people are trying to get paid to play games. Now esports are everywhere, but we're talking about when it all began. You needed to watch someone else who was better than you. And you needed to watch their little tricks, watch the way that they move, watch the way that where do they sit in their desk? There's something that person picked up vicariously or naturally or whatever they did, spending time. Where they placed their monitor, how they held their mouse, which mouse they used, what were their settings, what were their sensitivities, and all of a sudden you're using their settings and you're like, oh wow, this feels better. My mouse feels better. My keyboard feels better. Well, Vinny told me to get a Corsair K55. Well, I'm not mine, and my keyboard's just fine. You're stupid. You don't know why. You don't know. I'm not getting that mouse Vinny told me to. G300S, I don't need that. I like my mouse. Ego is the majority of all people's problems. I almost always boil it down to pride or ego for idiots. The smart man lets go of his ego quicker than an idiot. There are reasons that you have, particularly the equipment, particularly the game itself, like ALGOBOX. Or, yes, something as simple as, why don't you buy a 43-inch TV that's cheap at Walmart? I like my monitor. Okay, you're stupid. Cool. Cool. Stay broke. Brokey. No problem. I don't really need to practice that much. I mean, I get it. I just press the button. Yeah, well, when the market's coming at you full speed and you're having to think about other things, like this morning I saw somebody be like, oh, I know, I missed the news thing. Oh, the news thing. Oh, it's the news probably. You didn't know? You haven't been playing this enough to know that 8:30 news comes every effing Thursday? Massive amounts of news come in on a Thursday oftentimes. You didn't look at it the day before. You know, it's... Well, it's because the system... No, it was you. That was you too. You need a backup if you're playing a real game, like you have a backup.
Double delta eam on the 1.
Well, the system crashed. Okay, so close out the trade with your phone. Okay, have a secondary setup off on the side. Pay for 2 data feeds. You know how much a data feed costs? A data feed's what, $15 a month? I don't want to pay another $15 a month. Well, you're stupid. You don't have a laptop off the side with, you know, nothing on it but the a trading dome where you can close a trade. Well, I bought one computer. Okay, you don't want to use it. There's, you don't even have to buy one. Like, I'm sure there's people giving away laptops somewhere online. Anyhow, excuses are plentiful. Excuses are like buttholes. Everybody's got one and they all stink. Let that one sink in for a minute. Fun dad joke. You can tell that on your dinner table tonight. You are welcome. But why do I say watch me trade? Because you need to watch somebody who's better than you do the things. You want to fast track it? This is the fastest way to get better. Literally, watch me trade. But actually watch. You can't sit there and, okay, well, I was watching Vinny trade while I was making dinner. While I was chopping chicken. While I was doing X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z. Well, Vinny, I got to take time to make meals and make dinner. You can't figure out a way to speed up your life. You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger famously said, you don't have enough time to sleep? Then sleep faster. Right? And it's a joke, but it's like, figure out a way. If you're not a problem solver, listen, maybe you're not going to be good at this. At the same time, this is probably your best shot, in my opinion, at making a lot of money with the least amount of effort. Quite frankly, it does not take a lot. Now, I hope that you actually do something good with that money. Obviously, take care of your family first. But yeah, you should probably watch me trade. Live streams, go back, watch. How did I handle X, Y, and Z? How did I, because you're not going to learn it. You're not going to just figure it out on your own. You could, it's going to take you a lot of time. I have taken a lot of time. Watch how I do it and let it lock in for you faster than me. Do it faster. You ain't got time to wait around, do you? Because you need that dollar. Watch me trade. Go through the live streams. Show up to the live streams. Here's something else. If you don't give, you don't receive. Oh, I'm about to give you a big one. A lot of you people. A lot of you. A lot. Y'all even come to my live streams and you won't drop a comment on this video today. You'll come. In fact, you're watching it right now at night. You're not even here at whatever time it is your time right now. It's 11:56 Eastern Standard Time. You're not even here today. But I've got 75 people sitting here in our live stream. But I will tell you, after this live stream, when this thing is done, there will be 5 comments on there. Those are awesome people. I know it. Know the same 5 people always usually come in and consistently, and I want to applaud you and thank you and speak a blessing over all of you guys who will come in there and put a comment on the video. The rest of you fools who don't, the curse that you have on yourself of lack is on you, because you don't give, do not receive. If you can't lift a finger for me, why should you receive more from not doing what is asked of you? A simple thing like, hey, drop a comment, hit a like. It'd be even awesomer if you share it out. You don't do those small, tiny things and you think you're going to be awesome. Those who excel the most in life are those who pay attention to the details and do the small things well. Because if you do the small things well, the big things are easier. And you can't do that. That is selfishness on your part. Don't. Okay? Don't. And lose. Stay a loser. Does not matter to me. I will not get any richer or poorer off of you not doing you. But if you, Vinny, want to stop being a loser, then give. If you haven't figured this out in life yet, and you're 20, oh, you're over the age of 20. If you're younger than that, maybe you don't get it. But this is a real law in life.
Medium on the news event crude oil inventories. Low impact news event FOMC member Goolsby speaks.
All right, another 20 winner, another 9 winner, another 21 winner. All right, so like I said, it's going to be a candy day. Market's handing out candy. Ready DD, Shark Up, Enigmas firing off like bosses. Like bosses, hard to find the losses. So, cadence. If you have fear, one of the biggest things and easiest ways to overcome it, wait for the cadence. Avoid the Black Swan event by preventing the Black Swan event by cutting that Black Swan event maybe in half. But there are others. Overcoming fear is confidence. Confidence and knowing what you can do. I've got the 10x rule. A lot of people still coming to me being like, well, I'm trading, practicing with 2 contracts because I know that's what I'm going to have. I'm going to have $1,000 and trade with 2 contracts. Like, what did I tell you to trade with? I don't know. What do you mean? What should I trade with? You didn't watch the video? The 10x video? You didn't get the 10x video and have a eureka moment? What are you talking about, Vinny? What is the 10x rule? You guys type in the chat and see who knows. What is the 10x rule that I talk about for market replay? Oh, I know what it is. Ha ha ha. I never watched it, but I'm smart. He said market replay. So at 10x, he's going to say, play the market at 10x speed. Ha ha ha. I'm smart. No, you're stupid. Nuh-uh. I'm smart. Nope. You're stupid. Didn't watch the video. Uh, 10x is not the speed, it is the account size. They trade with 10 times the amount of size you're going to be playing with. Talk about why. So that you can become innocuous to the zeros. Doesn't matter how many zeros are behind it. You don't freak out when you see $700 on your screen, because most people do. There's some psychological level there around $700. You're in the negative. $700. Oh, $700. Oh, something happens in your brain. You have to get to a point where this mentally is where you move that to. Minus 7,000? Yeah, sure. Have some pucker factor here. And I'm not saying do that, and I'm not saying expect that, but I'm saying get used to this. Because guess what? Because then this doesn't seem bad at all. If you don't know what I just said, play it 3 times. Talk to your mom again. Okay? Slow things down for yourself. Play where you want to be, not where you are. Too many people get stuck right here.
Lower bands touch him on the 38th. Two-finger aim on the 89.
So you want to be a big player, then play big. Practice big. Practice big. Don't practice small. It is so easy to go down. It is so easy to size down. It's hard to size up. So size up. Play hard. This is like baseball players putting a donut on your bat and swinging the heavier bat when you're practicing before you step up to the plate. All of a sudden, you drop the weight off the bat. Now the bat feels light as a feather.
Double delta aim on the 4.
You know what I'm talking about? Go talk to a baseball player or go try it. Put a heavy donut on a bat and go swing it and you'll see what I'm talking about. No, not everybody's a sports player. It's fine. But you get the concept. Drop that donut. All of a sudden, it feels real easy. You're swinging big numbers. All of a sudden, small numbers are easier. Okay? You'll close out that trade. You'll know that it fluctuates both directions. Just because it goes negative 7,000, you've also seen plus 7,000. You'll know what's possible because you've actually done it. You don't know anything is possible until you've seen it. This is the Behringer effect. Right? First guy that ever broke the 1 minute or the 4 minute mile. Scientists and doctors, which are idiots. They're all just lying for the dollar on your health. But at some point,
Speed of
there's
YM54.
consensus that the human body cannot do a 4-minute mile. Impossible. Till the first guy did it. So somebody all of a sudden saw it was possible, then all of a sudden everybody could do it. Y'all didn't know about that whole thing? Go back in. You can watch my videos because I've been through that. It's like video number 1 in the series. You have to know what's possible, see what's possible first to be able to believe. Because first, the very first thing that you have to do about any of it, because I will tell you, if you can't get to this part, if you do not believe, you cannot achieve. You have to, and you know how you do that? You have to see it being done, which is why I think it is important for you to watch me do it on a regular basis, to know it's possible. Even if you haven't done it yet, then watch. Again, I told you guys, the biggest cheat is to watch me. Go watch my live streams over and over again. Well, I watched that one the other day. Watch it again. Dude, you got to do things repetitively. I go through this concept. I tell you all the time. You're over there going trade 1, then I go to trade 2, then I go to trade 3, then I go 4, then I go 5. Like I took 5 trades and then I did it all again. Because you're doing these in a series and then you start over and then you do it again. You think that's good. Watch my videos because I told you don't do that. Huh? Thought you told me to do that. Yeah, because you didn't pay attention. I said do this.
Double delta eam on the 8th.
This is how a gamer gets good at a game. Doing the same shot over and over again at the same spot. Then going to the next spot. Same shot over and over again. Over in. Then move to the next spot. Over and over and over and over again. Then to the next spot. Perfect each section. One section must be perfected at a time before you move to the next section. This is perfect practice.
Lower bands touch eam on the 38.
And how do you know if you're practicing perfectly? Well, again, come back to the whole thing. Watch me. If you are not doing it like me, what are you doing? People come in here always asking me like, well, I know you should. Oh, sometimes they don't know that I say, hey, do this. They're just like, can I do this? Sure, bro. You aren't looking for a mentor. If you're looking for a mentor, the mentor will shortcut your path because he's already been there, done that. Like, why do you have to ask about something new or what you think is new? Or like, well, you didn't see us do that, so well, go through the training and know what we do tell you to do. I would suggest you try that first, what the mentor has shown you to do that's actually successful. And then you want to modify from there, cool. But if you're playing a piano and you want to learn a song, learn the original way that Mozart or whoever played it first, then go make your remix. So play it over and over again, practice over and over again, play the video game over and over again. That is how you get good. Make sense? Questions, comments? Let's see. What do we got here? It is 11:07. Boring time of day to trade. Wish I would have been in here earlier with you guys. I tried. Stayed up late getting something cool for you guys on the website. If you haven't been to that website yet, might want to go check it out. If you have been waiting for that sale, it's finally there. If you are you a smart saver? There it is. Code smart saver. Everything all in. Click on view pricing, scroll on down, and you don't even have to remember it. But if you want to, I go back and forth on this. I kind of like typing in coupon codes sometimes. Like, it's fun for me, but I've ruined that for you. If you click on buy lifetime, it already includes the smart saver code. So if you click on buy lifetime, you're like, oh, I didn't get to type it in. You'll be sad. There you go. Smart saver is already included. Just click on it. But if you want to remove it and re-add it, I think you can do that. If I close it, can I? There we go. Close it out. Click add promotion code and type smart saver and hit apply. There you go. Save yourself $2,500 and get the ultimate discount price. Black Friday will not be this good. So beat Black Friday. That's why I'm saying you're smart, because you didn't wait around for Black Friday, because you thought you were smart because you're going to, I'm going to wait around for Black Friday. Black Friday is the best offer right here. Oh, well, I just blew that away because it's Stocktober. We're going to be releasing ALGOBOX STX, ALGOBOX for stocks, a slimmed down version of Pro. If you get Pro, you get everything. STX will only be allowed to use on STX, so it's in the code to stop you from being able to trade anything but stocks. But if you want the Pro Pack right now, $24.99 lifetime, everything. Yeah, we've never done that, but we're celebrating the STX release on November the 1st. So take advantage. If you're one of those smart ones, use code SMARTSAVER there on the website. Friend or family member, suggest them up. Also, if you would like your own coupon code, if you're a person who would like to, I don't know, show stocks, great. You want to show this, great. We now have affiliate codes. So if you want to become an affiliate and you want to run with us, cool. Come reach out to me. We'll get you a coupon code and you can go to town on it. Easy to track for you, easy to track for us. Easier than from before, because we used to have to, deal with, okay, we got to find the link and all that kind of whatnot, or, they had to type you into the referral. Not anymore. Now, if they use your coupon code, you got a friend or family member, or you found somebody online, want to give them a super discount. Right now, Super Saver is, unique to us, but come November, we will let you guys who are in the affiliate program, you will have better discounts than what I'm offering on the website. So go find an affiliate and rock them out. Help a trader, pay a trader. You know the drill. I don't know. I'm not good at this stuff, particularly around the affiliate and all that kind of whatnot. But come talk to me, have a chat. We'll get it sorted out, kind of figured out for you. I feel like there's something I was missing on that, but it's 11:11. Make a wish. Thanks for hanging out. For me, Pippi, Robbie, Lunchbox, Moscow, Curtis, G, Eddie B. I will see you guys this afternoon. See if we can rock it out for a 5-figure day.
Double Delta Eam on the
see
one.
Ya. Art team, show them how it's done.
Delta Eam on the one.
Go.
The old adage where, the individual investor doesn't have a chance because the institutional investor has better technology, better information, and, more money and better opportunity. I don't think it's real anymore. I think the edge is on the individual investor because they're small, they're nimble, they can trade, they can use, they have better front-end technology.
Don't waste your time. Leave the technical analysis to us. You just play the game.
Forex is littered with crooks, black hat guys, all this kind of shifty characters and companies trying to extract money from your pocket and stick it into theirs. And one of the things that they do is operate these Forex signals.
Double delta eam on the 1.
The shadows follow me over the hills in the evergreen. Trade my soul for a chance to carry on into the wild.
Delta 5 loading. Long. Look for long. Harmonic pattern. Pick up. Step on freeze.
Into the wild.
Order filled. Target filled.
To the wild.